Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Uneducated Opinions. Every week, we'll be discussing a wide variety of topics, including current events, controversial opinions, and philosophical questions. We cannot emphasize enough the fact that we are incredibly unqualified to be giving our opinions on most of these topics due to our complete lack of education. Well, one of us went to college, but that didn't really help. Anyway, let's get started. All right, let me figure this out again. Okay. Moreau's brown, Mike's black, Dan's green because he makes me sick. I'm big blue.
Thanks.
Alex is little blue. Okay.
All right.
Well,
I
Alex
thought Alex was going first, unless Dan.
Dan, you're first.
Nice.
you Your die rolled a 6.
Nah, I'm not doing this shit.
Don't worry, I got you a topic right now.
All right, hang on. So let's see. It goes Dan, Ryan. All right, Alex and Moreau tied. And that's going to be Alex. So Dan, Ryan, Alex. No. Yeah. Dan, Ryan,
Yeah.
Alex, Moreau, Mike.
Very
For this topic, Mike.
I'm sending it to you. Hold on.
It says he's typing.
I guess I'll take this opportunity while Mike is providing Dan with a topic to introduce our special guest here. For those of you who actually watch this podcast,
Yeah, I'm not doing this one, Mike.
that's just us four, whatever. But this is a man who needs no introduction. The Cadillac of men, Mr. C-section himself, Alex North.
How'd you know I was a C-section?
Wait, he is? That makes it better.
It literally was, so
That makes it even better.
a little weird that you knew that.
I know a lot of things.
Just...
You checked a lot of boxes. That's all I'm gonna say, Alex. You checked a lot of boxes.
There you go.
No, it based off this picture of this guy stepping into a tent and breaking it open, and it says, "Don't trust C-section babies." And then we were like, Alex.
All right, I
Let's
guess.
see if I can find that picture for you.
All right,
Got your topic?
are we ready, I guess?
I'm a little upset Dan didn't want to use my topic.
Yeah.
It was why
Send it
the
to me.
Crusades were great. It might be my next week's topic.
Well, the one that Max told me to use was what Holocaust was the best, and what
Which Holocaust?
what genocide was the best one.
Is there a bad one? I don't understand.
All right. So okay, I guess mine is gonna be is the government gonna lock us down again for a variant that is complete and like it's more contagious but isn't deadly or is no complications or anything? They're just gonna lock us down because they want to again.
Well, there have been no deaths or complication from the normal COVID, so that's kind of a loaded question. Numbers are all inflated. It's not
yeah,
real.
no shit. But I'm
Wait,
just
so
saying.
did I just I just plugged in my webcam for nothing again? Okay.
We turned on the webcams, but nobody else did.
Okay, my bad.
I thought
I
this
No,
was...
no,
I
continue.
did.
All right, next week
it's just
we're
Dan
doing
Russell.
webcams. Next week we are
Yep.
100%. If you don't have a webcam, you're out. Like completely. We are not talking to you for the rest of our lives. Like you're just out. Whether that's a blessing or a curse is up to you, but that's just what's happening.
Can I return this?
Wait, shit, I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh no. Ryan just excommunicated himself. That's
It's a very Chad move, I know. Anyway, back to the
Wait.
topic.
Uh,
What? Or-
So yeah,
yeah, so I mean, I have a question. Did we lock down due to the other variant? Like,
yeah, we did.
what's considered a lockdown, I guess?
I mean,
we didn't really
fine.
lock down for
We-
Delta.
We were literally living together. What are you talking about?
So
We
that,
could, like-
but that was the beginning of COVID when we had zero information.
yeah,
Like now we have all the information. There's no lockdowns. I still go into
I
work
mean,
every day.
they still.
I never stopped. Like the Delta variant, there was no lockdown. I want to know what
so-
your idea of a lockdown is.
Like, okay, so not really lockdown. Like, is there going to be, you have to get tested if you fly to another state again, even if you have the.
Well, that's a completely different question. For that, I would say yes. For whether or not we're going to be locked down again, I say no.
Well, yeah, okay, so yeah, I messed up the way I worded it. So are they gonna like put in all these things again, even though, what's it called? Like, can I go somewhere and not have to because the whole thing at my work is if you're vaccinated, you don't have to quarantine if you go state to state. If you go out of the country, you still got to take a test. But are they going to put back into place like what it was like before? Like, oh, you have to get tested if you go anywhere. Like if I drive to PA, which is like a half an hour from me, do I have to go get tested after?
That was the thing.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, was the government mandating that, or was it
It was
just
Yeah.
like
for
The
businesses
CDC
that
was
were doing that?
well, no,
CDC can't mandate anything because they're not
well,
like a governing
the
body.
CDC, so the CDC was recommending it, and then pretty much the government was just going by whatever the CDC said.
Which government, federal or state? Because that could
And
depend on your state. Like, is New
State.
Jersey going to do a
I'm pretty-
lockdown? 'Cause
I'm
New
pretty
Jersey
Like
has the
sure.
authority to
Florida's
do
not
that.
because they're actually free down there. They live in America.
Yeah, exactly, and so
You
is
know what I mean?
Texas, and so is Arizona.
Yeah, I won't lie about that. Arizona's
Um,
great.
Yeah, the CDC doesn't have an army. If they had an army, then maybe they could
No,
enforce those
but-
regulations. But
But they recommended it, and they like the government was just like, well, like not the government, like every state was just like, yeah, we're just gonna listen to what they're saying, even though
So that you're
stuff-
talking about like at the start of COVID. Are we going to see that again? I don't think the answer is yes. I think we're not going to see.
Because,
I don't think
at the
think
start of
I don't think they're gonna impose anything else, anything new. They're gonna maintain their like places are gonna like a lot of places might say, okay, you have to have the vaccine, you have to have your 15 boosters or something like that. But I don't think they're gonna be like I don't think anything's gonna change from what it is now because right now they're like, yeah, you need your LGBT virus or whatever, you know, all your boosters, and it's just. Yeah, for all the variants, your LGBT variant, you need a booster for it.
CP3PO.
Yeah, C3PO
R2D2
for
variant.
R2D2. Yeah. Xbox 360 variant. I don't know. But I don't think anything's going to get worse cuz like I think people are pissed off.
Well, yeah, and this
Yeah.
variant is literally like nothing.
Same thing with the Delta variant, but you know.
Yeah,
Same thing with
Same
actual
thing
just
with
COVID,
in
but, you know.
general.
the fuck are you sending me? You mean
I like that one.
oh,
That's very good.
fucking glasses. His eyes just coming through. Oh, that's haunting. I'm gonna see that in my dreams.
I just looked
I
It's
fucking
really
love
funny.
That one so much.
It's really funny. I was in a meeting the other day and like we were talking about like, Leo, are we
I'm wearing
traveling?
a fucking mask.
They were like, are we traveling for work? Blah blah. I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm, you know, I'm flying down to Florida for Christmas, and they're like, oh, like you're getting on a plane? I'm like, well, yeah. They're like, oh, like
Yeah.
I've been too afraid to get on a plane. Like I'm just too worried. Like another person was like, yeah, I had to get on a plane. I just didn't move. I was so scared. I had 3 masks on. I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, I like slept without a mask on. I sneezed on the person next to me. Like nobody really gives a shit. It's just
Yeah.
you, and I'm like, there's nothing to be afraid of. Like you can go
Yeah,
outside. Don't worry.
Last time I flew, like the lady next to me had like a mask and the face shield, and I was just like, oh my
Yeah, right.
fucking god.
Like, yeah,
I wanted to ask, like, are you sick? Is there something I need to know about?
yeah. Like they hand me the alcohol like wipe stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm not hungry. No, thank you. Like,
Say, nah, my shits are dry today.
Are we having ribs or?
yeah, it's and I'm like, first of all, I was like, I don't work here. I'm not wiping down the plane for you. Like that's your job. Second of all, I don't care. Like I wear clothes, so I'm not like touching the seats. Like I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then the people next to me, they're like wiping it 3 different times with hand sanitizer, and I'm just like, God damn it.
Well, that's a fair point.
I
With
just looked at
With
the
the
hand
government
sanitizer.
provided wipes.
I just looked at the hand sanitizer and thought, can this get me drunk?
I mean,
Yes,
it
and
probably
no.
could, but like you just probably wouldn't survive long enough for it to get you drunk.
Nothing like a little
That's like-
antifreeze.
Yeah, it's like antifreeze. You can drink antifreeze, no problem. You just won't survive.
Unless you're Amanda Todd. Wait, no, that was bleach. Never mind.
There you go.
Nah, the fucking
I don't know
What
if you
was
would
it?
die from hand sanitizer. I think that
You couldn't, depending on the quantity.
yeah,
always-
you
Oh,
probably
yeah.
get sick.
Well, yeah,
Probably very
what I something I learned in school, dose makes the poison. Everything is poisonous. It's just how much you take.
Fact.
Water, too much water can kill you. You know what I mean? Everything.
What
is
was it?
This
what
guy's
was-
going to med school.
Was it man died from eating not like 950 chicken nuggets? Okay, so 949 is the
Yeah, that's
is
the limit.
cutoff.
That's the cutoff.
Mike, you heard that, right?
Someone just
Don't eat more than $4.99.
someone let Chestnut know so he doesn't go into some chicken nugget competition. Chicken hot dogs.
I guess we're moving on.
I guess so. I'm next, aren't I?
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. So something I think we all can agree that that I think we can all agree there's a problem in America right now. A lot of
Many.
people have
I
heard.
think I know where this is going.
Yeah, you might not. Everybody's heard the term cancel culture, right? You said something. You said something. You made fun of a fat girl 20 years ago, and now your career's over. Blah blah blah. And I think it all stems from the fact that all the younger generation, they're just too soft, and now they're old enough that they can actually talk, and we have to listen to them. And so I think we need to fix that problem, and I think it starts in school. We need to start encouraging bullying in school. I think we should either have dedicated classes for coming up with insults for each other, picking apart their insecurities, and I think the teachers really have to jump on it. I think, like, let's say, for example, some kid decided to wear socks and sandals to school, and the other kid called him a douchebag, something like that. Goes to the principal, says, "Mr. Principal, this guy called me a douchebag." And principal takes one look at him, sees the socks and sandals. He should go, "Well, yeah, you are a douchebag. Like, don't wear socks and sandals. He won't call you a douchebag." That's how the situation should be handled. And so, go for it.
You know what's the most fucked up part is I thought I knew where you were going, and then I didn't. And then as soon as you said the next generation, the younger generation, I knew exactly where this was going. I was like, he's gonna mention bullying. I fucking know it.
I just think like, so bullying was a problem, and then I think we kind of overcompensated for it, and now the problem is a lack of bullying. I think there's a sweet spot to the amount of bullying, because think about it.
Yeah, if you don't make fun of like a kid for like his mom dying, like that's just like you don't do that.
I mean, you can.
Yeah,
If the kid's a dick, you can.
Yeah.
But what I think the issue, I think what kids need to learn is that just because I make fun of you for your mom dying doesn't mean you have to be upset about it. You know what I mean? Like, let's say that kid really wants to wear socks and sandals to school, right? And he shows up, everybody makes fun of him, but he keeps wearing them. He'll eventually learn to just tune out all those people making fun of him, and he'll just move on with his life. Then later in life, he'll be able to laugh at jokes because he won't be offended by everything in his life. You know what I mean? So I think
then when
bullying
he goes
is a
for
good
his
thing.
job interview and doesn't get it, he will understand it's because of the fucking socks and sandals.
Exactly.
Fucking
Yeah, no,
jabroni.
kids these days really like go
They suck.
all out with like their ideas for like when they do bully, like
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think you realize that a lot of these Call of Duty lobbies have leaked into the real world. And I think we should just let that happen. Be like, some of these classes are virtual. Make them more like Discord servers. Let them say whatever the fuck they want.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
I also
figure it out that
think
way.
you need to be held accountable. So, like, if you're gonna talk shit, let's say I make fun of your socks and sandals, you punch me in the face. You're not in the wrong. Like, you can't get in trouble for punching me in the face for that. Because I made fun of your socks, you punched me in the face, we're even now. If we went to a teacher, they'd be like, "Yeah, this is exactly what school is for." You know what I mean? Because if the teacher protects me from getting punched in the face, now I'm just gonna start saying shit with no consequences, and that's almost as bad as being too sensitive.
Okay, so how about this? You go to school, right? You can opt into a program that lets you bully kids, right? You get a card called bully. You get a bully card, right?
It's like a hall monitor.
Yeah,
He's a bully.
you're assigned like a little nerd to like just bully him all day.
It goes farther.
Okay.
If you have the bully card, right? And you bully someone, you cannot back down from a challenge from that person. So if that person's like 3:00 by the jungle gym, you have to be there.
You gotta be there, yeah.
I think it's
yeah.
perfect.
I think it's great. So I think okay. So when you get to school, your first hour should be some sort of martial arts training. You should be learning how to beat the shit out of the other kids. And
Of course.
hour number 2 is where you're gonna learn to apply that.
But
you're
I
gonna.
think that every student would get a different curriculum, or like every 30 students will have a different kind of martial arts. So then we also test out like which ones are more effective.
Yeah, I mean, that
And
kind of
has been doing that for the last 20 years.
that sucks two nuts with one mouth. You know what I mean? So it's like we're not only deciding we're what.
I'm sorry.
Are you breaking
what
them
the
down into
fuck
like
did
weight
you say?
classes or
No,
like,
no weight classes.
No,
Weight
no, no.
classes are for
Weight
pussies.
classes are for pussies.
Weight classes, no gender differences. Men and women all together, all shapes and sizes. If you're small, guess what? Learn to run fast. Like that's just how it's gonna be. If you're gonna be small on your opponent, you got to learn to be quicker.
Or learn how to suck dick. Because I'm
Yeah.
not going to punch you in the face if you know how to suck dick.
There you go. Yeah, like I think people are gonna fall into their roles really well, and I think it's just gonna make for an overall better society. The betas are gonna learn their place early, and you know, it's gonna
All
be
I
fun.
know is I'm wearing socks and sandals to our next football game, right? So I can punch you in the face.
That's fair. I'll accept.
Who's
You go,
gonna
hey,
stop me?
you go, hey Dan, punch you in the face. Oh, I thought you said douchebag.
Hey Dan, nice socks and sandals. Punches me. What the fuck, man? I was complimenting you.
pull up the evidence. The podcast.
I like the
Alright.
idea of the bully card. You get a
Oh, yeah.
punch in your card every time you accept the challenge.
Yeah,
you get
and
a
then
full
every
one, you get like a gold card.
no, and like
this guy's
every
a certified
6 you
bully.
get to like punch a teacher for free or something. I don't know.
You bring it to
Oh,
Pizza
no.
Hut, they give you a personal
Yeah.
pan pizza.
Congrats, you bullied 7 kids.
You've helped make the world a better place.
I gotta finish something.
I mean, I just don't see a downside to any of this. Like,
I see a little bit, but not bad enough.
Name it.
no, I said downside, not Down syndrome.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Who was next?
What's the downside, Dan?
Yeah,
I mean, usually kids go too far with it.
don't let
I mean,
them
I
go too
don't-
far. I don't
I don't-
understand.
You issue them a challenge, and when they show up at the jungle gym at 3 o'clock, you fucking hit them in the kneecaps with a baseball bat.
Okay. Yes.
Wait, are we allowing
Yeah,
weapons
that's
in these fights? I
great.
thought it was going to be like mano y mano.
I
I
mean,
assume-
whoever wins.
Challenges, right? Like the guy
I mean,
can't
if
tell
you're
you 3 o'clock by the jungle bringing a gun. He's got to be there, bro. He's got.
I mean, no, listen. I think you should be able to use whatever you have, because like if someone's issuing a challenge, they don't know what you have in your locker. They don't know that bat is corked. Like, come on.
All I know is
I think that would scare make sure that people know that when they're going into a challenge that they might lose.
all I know is
I think that's actually a good point because, like, you could talk shit to some random guy in the street. You don't know if he's got a gun. You know what I mean? Like,
That's why we love living here, man. Everyone drives
Yeah.
I think
nice.
that's fantastic.
Because you don't know if the guy.
If he decides to switch his socks and sandals out for some spiky golf cleats or something, I think that's perfect.
Right,
All
yeah,
I
we
know
also
is-
don't know if like it's gonna be like a 5-on-1 fight or just
No,
a
no, no,
one-on-one
one-
fight.
It's got to be mano y mano. Got to be
It's
one
gotta
on
be
one.
one-on-one.
all I know is
Well, who's gonna be like enforcing
Sanctioned by
that?
the bully commission, which is like a section of the school or whatever.
all I know is
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
gang
be like the
recruitment
teachers.
area at the jungle
You
gym
know,
is
the
gonna be
gym
very
teachers
high.
form a circle.
Not the
around.
gym teachers, because like our school's gym teachers were pussies. So like, I don't
Oh.
really think that really is gonna make a difference.
Mine were pretty badass.
Mine, I'm pretty
But
sure
yeah, wouldn't you be
95%
able
of the
to-
student body
Wouldn't
could
you be
beat the
able
shit
to
out of them.
punch one of the teachers if like
Yeah.
that's the teacher that you choose?
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, you could punch one of the teachers.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
if
But
the
They'll punch
teachers
you back.
opted into the bully program.
who's like on the council of whatever?
Council of Bullies.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you punch out the teacher who's like the head of it, and now you're like,
Now you're
the
the
head of
king.
it. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
no.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's not like a
it's
dominance hierarchy. It's just like a bully system. It's bureaucracy at its
Yeah.
finest.
no, the teachers oversee it, and they settle any disputes.
And the government would oversee it.
Well, yeah, the
Uh,
teachers would be from the government.
This would be in
Yeah,
those
okay.
in the schools that all the kids go to when we give them our children.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
birth.
because
Yeah,
we give
yeah.
our children to the government. The government put them in these schools to teach them how to bully each other, and then they send them out to the world to like bully other countries, and it works out.
Nice.
Who's next?
I want to say it was Alex.
Oh yeah.
And then I
Right.
think it goes Alex, Moreau, Mike.
All right, Alex, what
Okay.
you got?
Got one on it?
So
Got one?
Urban Meyer just got fired. So
Okay.
my question is, what minimum wage job will he end up at?
I mean, he was already pretty low there as Jaguars head coach. I don't know how much lower it gets.
Like, are we limiting this to like specifically a minimum wage job? Because like he's probably going to end up coaching a college football team for like $8 million a year.
I mean, he probably won't because he. How many years did he go without coaching before the Jaguars?
Name
man,
one
name-
college that doesn't already have like a good coach that wouldn't put him on as their main head coach.
I mean, with all the being at like strip clubs when he was supposed to be, flying back with his team.
I don't think any college cares about that.
I feel like that'd
Yeah.
make me want to hire him more.
I mean, they hired Bobby Petrino, so
If I'm USC, right? What stopped me from being like, holy fuck, Urban Meyer's available as a head coach right now?
the
They
fact
just got
that
a guy.
Urban Meyer
obviously.
sucks as a coach, basically.
I mean, he did pretty well at Ohio State and Florida. Like, just because he was shit in the NFL for 1 year doesn't mean he's a bad college coach.
Look at Nick Saban.
I mean, Urban Meyer has an 80% win rate at bowl games.
Yeah,
I
but
guess.
now like the college kids can actually make some money, and it's like now that they're able to do that, he can't hold that over their heads. So it's like if he tries to make
Yeah.
them like
Like the top college football players, right, are going to make maybe 7 figures. He's going to be making 8. So it's like,
yeah, but like if they try to make if they try to make him do like demeaning tasks or whatever, or how it used to be like back in the day when he was the coach of Ohio State, the players will just be like, "Fuck off," like I just like sold
Yeah,
like an
but-
NFT
I don't
for
think- I
like.
don't think it'd
but
be
then-
like that.
But
I
then
really don't
those
think
players that aren't going to listen to their coach are going to end up
Don't get
going
playing
nowhere.
time.
So
Yeah, and they don't
then
get
they're
their
going to run out
fucking
of their $1 million, and bam, problem solved.
Well, no,
That's going to open up the
Because
door
then-
for
because
more
then
dedicated
the
athletes.
NFL team calls Urban Meyer and they're like, "How is this guy? Shitbag. Don't draft him. It'd be a waste of time." Easy.
There you go.
Yeah. Or you're the new quarterback. That's a 5-star recruit. Guess what? You're the backup now. We're playing with this 4-star guy because he does what I fucking say.
You're benched for
So
the rest of the
you're
year.
not getting money if you're not getting any play time.
Yeah, I mean, doing what the coach says is like an important part of sports, and if you're not going to do what the coach says, you're not a good athlete. So, like, you don't deserve to be on the team. You won't have a future in sports. If you want a future in sports, you do what the coach says.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair in all cases, but Urban Meyer.
I feel okay. So if he's gonna do a job, if we're just saying like he won't get hired by a thing, I'm pretty sure it's a hot sauce that's called Mule Kick. He'll be their sponsor.
I could see that.
I
I
feel
like
like
it.
there's a joke there that I'm not getting.
I like the
He
flavor.
kicked,
He kicked
he kicked the kicker.
Did the kicker miss?
No,
Yeah.
it was just at practice, and
The
they
kicker
were
actually-
like,
no. So the kicker had like the highest accuracy in the NFL since he came in, but recently he had missed like 5 of his last 10 extra points / field goals, and that's what spawned the
and
kick.
he just
It was in the
he-
preseason though, but
I mean, if you're so
Yeah.
much of a pussy that you complain about your coach kicking you, I feel like you don't deserve to be in the NFL.
I mean, you shouldn't be kicking your players.
Yeah. But, like, I guarantee it didn't hurt. Like, have you
Well,
You
like-
also shouldn't be missing field goals if you're a
Yeah,
field goal
exactly. If
kicker.
you're an NFL kicker, why you miss a field goals? It's literally your one job. You have no other purpose in life but to make the field goal. It's what you practice. If you miss enough where your coach needs to kick you, you deserve it.
fair.
I don't
just
know.
think
Kickers have been
he's-
missing a
I
pretty.
just- yeah, a lot of them are missing.
A
I
lot of
just
them
think
deserve to
that-
be kicked.
I just think he still has the mentality that he's still a college coach.
I mean, yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. You're not going to lose that in 1 year.
I mean, it was the Jaguars, so
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a college team.
I mean, would you rather have him than Bill O'Brien or?
I don't know
Uh-huh.
what it is. So.
I'll take anything over Bill Ryan.
Yeah, that's the Texans coach.
Oh yeah, I'd probably
Former
rather
Texans
have him
coach.
than-
What's up?
Former Texans coach.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's the guy the players were literally like, "Fuck you," or JJ
Yeah,
Watt like
right.
blew up in his face, and then no one liked him anymore after that, something like that.
well yeah, like that's why
Yeah, that
everybody
guy.
left. That's why everyone didn't want to be on that team.
I remember. that was a good time.
Oh yeah, he said that like DeAndre Hopkins, he compared him to whatchamacallit,
Washer machine. That's why they traded him for nothing.
yeah, the tight end that kill the guy?
Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez.
He compared DeAndre Hopkins to Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, they look a lot alike.
Yeah,
They're like the same size, you know.
Definitely. They have the
but
same
he's
hair.
like, oh, you get into trouble, outside of
Did DeAndre Hopkins
outside of the
go?
building, blah blah. And DeAndre Hopkins is still like, what the hell is this guy saying?
I remember that. And now they're all on the Cardinals.
And
Basically,
they're still going nowhere.
and they're all injured.
Yeah.
The curse of Bill O'Brien.
Rumor is Bill O'Brien shows up and personally injures them.
just a little. All JJ Watt hears whispers from like the shadows. You ever heard of what was her name? The one Sonia Harding. So it shatters his kneecap.
See, maybe if we had
It's already
government-mandated
shattered,
bullying,
Deacon.
if we had government-mandated bullying, then maybe Bill O'Brien would be like the most winning coach of all time. You
Write
know?
that down. That's the name of the.
Write that down. Write that down.
So someone send that to me in chat.
All right. So.
But if I had to pick a minimum wage job that Urban Meyer would be doing, it would probably be working at like a Dick's Sporting Goods.
I don't think he needs to work anymore.
He definitely doesn't. But if he had,
But I think his next career job would probably be like the spokesman for Tylenol. And like, yeah, like that's it.
Yeah, I could see
like
that.
Bear
I feel like you would be more like Foot Locker.
There you go.
Yeah, you can do that too.
No, who is
Okay,
he?
okay, no. I like that joke. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Full Locker.
You say you like the joke, but you didn't laugh. So like,
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna laugh. I liked it. I didn't say it was funny.
I'm editing that one out. You know what?
Okay.
you don't gotta kick me while I'm down, coach.
All right. Who's next?
You're laughing.
Moreau. Moreau's
Yeah,
next.
I think it's me. Mike, hit me up with that one that you were trying to give Dan.
Oh my
I think it's
god.
don't worry, it's about the Crusades and why they were great.
I think it's definitely expanded our culture a lot. So we have things like tikka masala soup and shit like that. So Crusades were worthwhile.
Some information on the Crusades.
God won, regardless. Didn't matter if you were white, brown, or a woman.
If you were
I mean,
willing
it
to
mattered,
commit genocide, you were in the heaven.
I mean, I think it mattered, but I
You'd
think
be-
you
you'd be in
died
a-
regardless.
What's up,
You'd be
Mike?
in a theoretical heaven. Let me see.
I'm a little confused on what the actual topic is. Like, what exactly we're trying to
Yeah.
talk about? here?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too.
Just
don't
like our
worry.
ideas on the Crusades. Like,
All right. Why don't we come back to Moreau?
All right, I can go and then Moreau can go,
Sure.
I guess. Okay, mine is: should
Yeah, you
the
said you were
United
choosing.
States do mandatory military service?
no, absolutely
No.
not.
No.
This is
So-
America.
Yeah,
this
no.
isn't Israel or some shit like that.
So, believe it or not, it's actually almost half the world's population has to do mandatory military service.
Yeah, and guess what?
Good problem.
How many
And
of them
half
got
of them
freedom of
are
speech?
No. So here's the thing, right? So people always want like free college. It's like, well, the military provides college. You can
I
easily
don't want free
do
college.
some like you get out of high school, so you don't have to make those big life decisions when you're fucking 18 years old, because no one really can. Right, Mr. Guy going back to college for a second time.
I regret
um,
nothing.
You do the military for 2 years, and then you get free college. Like, you're still getting paid while you do it, and which a lot of other countries don't do. You're just in the military. In the United States, you still get paid for it. You do that for like 2 years, and if you wanted to stay in the military, because like obviously you wouldn't be forcing people into combat situations, because that's not how you run an effective military. But like you could easily do like, oh, like cooking. You're a cook for the military for 2 years. We'll teach you how to be a cook. You can go to college for free after, and you can go on with your career or whatever. Delays people by 2 years, but it sets them up for life. I think it's a good idea.
So,
I mean, that
but
could
like
work
if
fine for them, but like, what does it like do for me? Like, why am I paying for some guy to like sit on his ass in like Akron, Ohio?
it's got a point.
What
Yeah.
makes you think he'd be sitting on his ass? Like, what do you mean?
Like, I mean, if he's the cook, obviously he's not going to be in like the line of fire. It's like if I'm going and paying, the taxpayers' money, I might as well get somebody who is going to be shooting bad guys.
But you already are doing that. Like less than 1% of the military sees combat.
Yeah, but my big thing is like they have this program already.
Go up.
This already exists. If you want to get free college from the military, you just sign up for the military.
Or even the reserves. Yeah, you don't even have to.
But like, if you don't want to go to the military, but you still want to go to college, you just go to college.
Yes,
it's that simple. So like,
I mean, I would agree if you make them all combat troops and we invade either Canada or Mexico or both.
No, I like Canada.
Meyer.
I don't know about
We can
invade.
Mexico.
No, you guys don't realize how much we abuse the fuck out of Canada and Mexico. We're not gonna fuck with them.
We drag Canada into every military conflict we're ever in. And we're like, you're with us. And they're like, yeah, we're with you. Mexico
we don't want to be, but we are.
I mean, I think we exploit the other countries that are in our peninsula, regardless. So,
we leverage the Monroe Doctrine in negotiations for sure.
That's what you get to do when you're the best country in the world. Like it's just the perks.
And Canada and Mexico are trying to work with it right now, and we're like, wait, hold on, this is bullshit. We just read this.
And it's funny because like
talking about like a week ago, Canada started being like, wait, we're actually getting fucked on this.
Yeah, I mean, Canada and Mexico could start talking and be like, yeah, let's fuck over America. And then they could try and they could epically fail. And then America will just take them over anyway. Like,
so here's the thing. Why would you ever want to tactically invade Canada? It's like 95% ice.
There's no good reason. Same reason, like, why would you try to invade Russia? Like, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make fucking sense.
It's like you gain nothing if you take it over. Now you just have a bunch of ice. Like, you gain no resources.
I don't know.
Like, we already own Alaska, so we already have the oil and stuff. Like,
I mean, you have more room where you could just, like, send all, like, the TikTok kids there. Just let them roam free.
We could send them all to, like, Montana or something where there's nothing there anyway. North Dakota. That's basically Canada.
Ohio.
California, and then just kind of push it off of the coast.
Just separate it. Just get a bunch of guys with power like the jackhammers.
It's like building a wall, but in reverse.
No, guys, we're
That's why we need to get those global warming numbers up. We need to.
I let my car idle all night, every night, because I'm cold and I don't like it. I'm trying to warm the earth up. I'm doing my part.
The country that benefits the most from global warming is Russia, so I don't know if you want that.
I don't care about Russia.
But they're our rivals, bro.
Why? In order to be our rivals, you actually have to be good at something.
That's fair. They're our enemies, not rivals. There we go. They want harm on us.
They do, and like they'll never get it.
Probably not.
Yeah,
China might though. But that's
they really won't.
That's for next week. Okay, so has everyone said their part on mine?
Yeah, I don't even remember what yours. Oh yeah, military.
Yeah, mandatory military
said it. Nobody's for it, except you.
Man, I'm not for it. It was just stop.
No. If it's your topic, you're for it. Like,
they start doing it for people who are under the age of 28, so I don't got to worry about that shit. And I don't plan on going to college.
All right. Well, you ready? Oh god.
Yeah, I guess I'm as ready as it can be.
And before he just read the paragraph that I sent him on the Crusades.
I just looked it up. I have a little 2 sentences on it.
On what, the Crusades? I don't know how to make this into a topic. It's just the Crusades.
I mean, yeah, I support them. You know, as a good Christian, I support massacring everyone else. That's what our religion is about: killing everyone who doesn't believe. Right? Like that's what the Spanish did. That's what we do.
And then making your trip to the Holy Land. That's what you got to do.
Saying this is nice land. We're gonna say it's Holy Land, and it's ours now.
This land is my land.
All right, so Murrow, what's your actual topic?
Trying to think. Yeah.
It's like I'm just gonna start coming up with like 5 topics a week because I know none of you are gonna have them.
Whoa! I had 2.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You had 1.5.
All right, I will have one next week. Mark my word.
Consider them marked. It's on camera.
Camera
too. It's not just recorded. Like I'm literally recording my computer screen.
You guys wait for the United States should be the world police.
Nah, we shouldn't be.
Wait, what? What was the question?
Like, should the United States be the world police?
No.
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 It's just it's not that like we should in terms of the fact that it's like we're in the best position to because we're the strongest, but like we're not supposed to get involved with things overseas. It's just not our place. It's not what George Washington envisioned for us, and I don't think it's what we should do. We should be
Like,
focused more on what's
in
going on in our
terms of-
country, and that's it.
In terms of like, if someone was to attack like our ally,
Yeah,
and then
if the
we were-
Archduke of Ferdinand got shot, and so like some Australian had to go fight in Korea because a Japanese guy got attacked by a German or whatever the fuck happened, like then yeah, maybe we can get involved too. If like
yeah,
The fucked up part is both of those wars that you're referencing, World War I and World War II. We said no to because originally Great Britain was like for both was like, hey, can you come help us? And we were like, no. And then like after it looked like they might lose, we were like, all right, yeah, well, you
But wasn't like World War II, like we didn't like we were involved, but like then Pearl
We were
Harbor
selling-
happened.
we were selling them. We were selling stuff to Great Britain.
Yeah, and then Pearl Harbor happened, and we're like, okay,
Yeah, we were like,
guys-
maybe.
you fucked up
then,
now.
I think
Yeah.
World War I was the same thing. We were selling stuff to both sides actually, and then the Germans were like, "Hey, we don't want you selling stuff to Great Britain anymore," and we kept doing it. So they started sinking ships, like our ships we were sending over there. So we started shipping the Great Britain goods on like passenger ships, like cruise ships, and they sank one of those, and we were like, "Nah, bro, that's not cool." So we got involved in World War One.
And that was the end of that.
the whole thing with Japan. Here comes this. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I mean, if the Europeans want to fight, let the Europeans fight, but let them fight amongst themselves.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like if, like I think we as the superpower of the world we do have some sort of moral obligation to like help people when we get the chance to. But as far as policing them, like getting involved in all of their matters, I don't think so. If there's like a
Yeah.
really crisis that like desperately needs our help, that's one thing. But like, I don't know if like Ukraine and Russia are like trying to jerk each other off or something, I don't really see it. That being said, if there's a country that's like desperate for freedom and they need help to fight off their government, I think we do need to get involved. AKA Taiwan, AKA Hong Kong.
I still love the fact that Putin stole Robert Kraft's Super Bowl ring.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He went there and he's like, "Oh, can I try it on?" He's like, "Yeah," and he just walked away. And George Bush called Kraft and he's like, "Yeah, let's just let him have it." He's like, "I'll buy you a new one." He's like, "Shit's tense right now. Let's just not stir the pot over a Super Bowl ring." He's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
That's actually insane.
Yeah, Putin said it would be great to see like blood on the ring and stuff like that, and just kind of walked away. And Kraft was like, Kraft was like about to say something, and then realized, head of KGB, probably not a good idea.
Like, oh yeah, he's joking, right? A guy comes up behind him, like, "Okay, it's yours."
That's something else.
I mean, Robert Kraft already has like 6 Super Bowl rings as it is, so it's like.
Yeah, but that was like the second or third.
Yeah.
Oh,
He did mention when Bush was president. That
Okay,
might have even
so
been the
one of the
first.
Super Bowls that don't matter, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, technically his team won. Brady didn't.
Yeah.
We've already been over this. Tim Tebow is the greatest quarterback of all time.
No.
We've already been over this. Until Matt Stafford wins a playoff game, which is looking like they might not even do this year.
Please.
I don't know.
I
I
need
mean,
to
like,
settle
all
this
the other
case.
teams get COVID, maybe.
No, they got Odell Beckham. They're locked.
They won last week, right? They beat the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Is that everything everyone wanted to say on if the United States should police the world?
I
Think so.
guess.
Yeah.
I think all points were covered.
Well, we're pretty agreeable on pretty much all of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
some of them are more controversial.
Like my thing is about the world police saying if we're gonna send our kids to school and watching bullying. I think if countries are struggling for freedom, whoever wins should win. Who are we to say that we're the head of their bullying campaign?
Well, so let's think about it. If I'm getting bullied at school, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to bring my big brother who's going to beat up the bully, I don't see a problem with that. And so if Taiwan is like, hey, America, come fuck up China for us, like, let's do it. Like, I don't see why not. Like, that's
Okay,
just
hold
another.
on, let me get my brass knuckles.
That's another opportunity for us to bully someone. Like, let's go do it. Let's go bully China. Like,
China's not doing so hot right now.
never happened.
They've had two $200 billion plus companies absolutely collapse this year. It's not pretty. Evergrande, and then they just had a HNA Airlines go down. It's not good.
Airlines aren't real.
Planes are just birds.
Birds aren't real.
Giraffes aren't real.
Giraffes aren't, okay?
Dude, have you ever seen how giraffes fight? It's fucking wild.
Yeah, they just smack each other's.
No, because they don't
It's
exist.
all CGI. Yeah, I've seen those CGI fights. Been to the zoo. I saw really good animatronics. Some Jurassic Park level shit. That's it for this episode. Tune in next week for more uneducated opinions. Do you have an opinion you want heard? Have a topic you want us to discuss? Leave a comment, send us a message, or email us at uneducatedopinions69@gmail.com and let us know what you have to say. See you next week.